first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Stafford on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Jake Ryan coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Zero. Set. 180. Zero.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Past the 20. And he'll find Golladay. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go. Zero. Like.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kevin King with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now Rodgers. And Graham's got it. Complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And down he'll go at the 25. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now it's Tate. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This is the newest member of the Lion backfield, LeGarrette Blount. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix there for the stop. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flushed out right. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The coverage that time excellent by Nevin Lawson.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Open is Tate. Touchdown, Lions. Golden Tate, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They've got a second down and 5 here to start things out.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. It fights him off. Flush to his right. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. He got 29 yards that time. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers being chased out left. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Rodgers again now. Eluding the pressure right. Finds his target, Montgomery. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Let's go, come on.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he stopped immediately there. He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Graham displaying the strength. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They start the drive with Abdullah. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A second down run for Abdullah. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
11. Set. 21.
On third down, Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Ford Field after this.
Hurry up.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On second down, Montgomery. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Hurry up, hurry up.
Throwing is Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. He's got a man. Complete. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 43 yards.
3rd and short, and you're just trying to pick up a first down. Maybe run the football. Throw a little short route. Pretty gutsy maneuver there. They took that thing downtown, and it paid off.
They pitch it out to Montgomery. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that his defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. The Packers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. Oh, he stays out. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Lions will take over. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Rodgers now looking to throw on second down. Flush to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
The Packers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Rodgers operating from the gun and able to find Graham, complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Yo, hey, let's go, come on.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Rodgers from the gun, he'll throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll go down at the 28. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Stafford. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Set. Blue 80. White 7. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
On first down, Abdullah. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Set. Yellow 80. Yellow 80. Hey, tag 50 left.
Here's Stafford now on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Tate. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Stafford now to throw. And Tate's got it. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Stafford going to come up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Back to the ground now. Here's Abdullah. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Here we go.
They go with Abdullah again. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Set. Waiting. Double right. Clear he got. 40 got.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. A dump off for Abdullah. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 12 yards and a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They pitch to Abdullah. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Throwing is Stafford. Packer pressure, and down he goes. C.J. Wilson able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Like 7. Set. Get waiting. Get waiting. 22.
Now Stafford. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Play fake to Abdullah. It's Stafford. Open is Tate. Touchdown, Lions. Golden Tate, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now Rodgers. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And Detroit getting set to go now. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that. And
got his man complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post-route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
11. Big 20. Come this way. Here we go. 21.
Stafford on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw on second down is Stafford. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. first down at Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give him that the rest of the way. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, red. Single. Set. 280. White. Let's go. Zero.
He's back to throw. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Stafford to the former Seahawk Wilson for Lions first.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Back to throw. Caught right side, Tate. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Set. 280. Hey, I need one. Zero. 4 down, tag 53.
Now Stafford hands to Abdullah. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Radar. Like 22. Like 7.
Back to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Took their shot at going for the win. Didn't get it. Now bring on the field goal unit, tie this thing.
It's the right call. I truly believe that. But if I'm on defense, I'm also staying a little loose here in case they want to be really aggressive and fake it.
So here comes the veteran Matt Prater in a big spot in this ball game. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be marked down deep in Detroit territory. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He wasn't able to really get anything going in regulation. Maybe it'll be a little different story here in overtime.
And it appears that with that call, they want to establish the run in overtime, try and set the tone for what they're going to get done. And you're right, maybe it didn't work so well in regulation. Overtime could be the charm. And by the way, yards count either way.
21. White. Hey, takes 2. Hey, those 3. 2. We're rolling.
First throw in overtime for Stafford. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Set. Get away, D. Get away, D. Hey, takes 2. 2 of those 3. 2. 50.
Stafford gives to Abdullah. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Hey, 22.
To throw on 2nd down. Stafford. And that is incomplete. Tremont Williams there to break that one up.
You got to remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw right there. You obviously could not have an interception in this spot.
And nearly was an interception. He's lucky to get that one back. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to float this one deep right. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
22. Set. Waiting.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And this is going to be Packer football. Well, just a minute ago, you said mistakes get magnified, especially here in overtime, and that turnover there could cost them the ball game.
And not many teams commit turnovers in overtime and come back and win. It almost never happens.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
What can Rodgers do now with his drive? Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
The Packers on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd down and 12. And he fires one, but incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Lions will take over. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
10. Block it.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. He completes it to Abdullah. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. A toss to Abdullah. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.